bidding variables when you go to a customer's house to give them a job estimate. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by housecleaning360.com. And if you are a house cleaner and you don't have a fan page at housecleaning360.com, drop what you're doing and go get one, because we're sending gobs of people over there to find house cleaners. And if you're looking for leads and you're looking for new business on an ongoing basis, you want to make sure that your business is listed. There are free and paid listings, so you can find the package that's best for you, but it's a place where you tell your personal story so that when people go there, they can find your links to social media and a video about your business, and they can see before and after pictures of how you work. And it's a fandom. These are people that know and love you and would recommend you to their friends and their neighbors. So go create a fan page at housecleaning360.com. It's a place where we connect house cleaners with homeowners. Boom. All right, on to today's show, which is about bidding variables. Now, this is not from a particular customer or question from a house cleaner. This is from lots of people who ask me every day, how much does it cost for house cleaning? And then the house cleaners that say, how much should I charge for house cleaning? Which brings us down to bidding variables. There are bidding variables that will determine the price of your house. So, for example, if you have a lot of pets versus no pets, your house is going to cost more money. And then what kind of pets? That's a bidding variable. If you have 4 big dogs that shed hair, it's going to cost a little bit more money than if you have a hamster that's inside a cage. And so that is a bidding variable. Another bidding variable is how many bathrooms do you have in your house and how many do you use on a regular basis. So if you have 5 bathrooms in your house, and let's say that you only use one all the time and another one some of the time, that's going to be a little bit different price than if you use all 5 of them all of the time. So another bidding variable is how many people live in your house. If you have one business professional that's never at home, the house is going to cost different to clean because it's going to require different needs than a house, for example, with say 8 people who live there. So the bidding variables will determine the price of the house cleaner that's going to come to your house. And so don't get upset if the price is more expensive than what your neighbors are paying, because the bidding variables are different from house to house. So as a house cleaner, if you go inside someone else's house and you're going to give them a bidding estimate, you can't say, well, this house is 3,700 square feet, so I'm going to give you the same price that I charged this other family at a 3,700 square foot house. For the very reason that people live differently. There are people that tidy up after themselves, and then there are people that are slobs. And so if you go into a house and you expect that it's going to be tidy, and you give the slobs the price for the tidy house, when you show up, you may have an extra hour worth of work of picking up all the clutter and putting things away and throwing trash away and emptying half-eaten meals that are lying around the house and what have you. So the bidding variables determine the price. Now I will share a secret with you, and this is for homeowners. So if you're listening to this and you are a homeowner, listen up, because this one is for you. If you will keep your house maintained, and that means picking up all of the clothes, putting all of the dishes in the sink, washing the dishes, putting them in the dishwasher, picking up after yourself, throwing your garbage away, taking your garbage out to the curb on garbage day, and maintaining your home. When you hire a professional house cleaner, the professional house cleaner can come in, and instead of them doing routine tasks, they can do all the other stuff you don't do, like dusting your blinds and cleaning your lampshades and cleaning the ceiling fans and dusting your baseboards and vacuuming and sweeping and mopping your floors and doing all the heavy-duty stuff, like scrubbing out the inside of your bathtub and cleaning out your toilet and the floor around your toilet, and some of the stuff that you don't do on a normal every day-to-day basis. So if you will pick up after yourself, your price will go down because the house cleaner that's coming in doesn't have to charge you for all those extras. So if you're looking for a discount and you're looking for a savings, you can get that by offering a really clean, tidy, well-maintained home. So just another way for you to save some money, and so that when the house cleaner comes in to bid you a price, those bidding variables are very consistent. Now, what you don't want to do is this. You don't want to clean your house and tidy everything up and pretend that's the way you always live, and then have somebody come bid your house and that's not how you live, and then you come and there's stuff all over the kitchen and there's toys and shoes and books and clothes and you haven't picked up after yourself, because what's going to happen is that's going to make your house cleaner or your maid really angry, and they're going to have to raise the price on you. And so then you're going to feel gypped because now they're going to give you a different price. They're not going to be able to do it in the time that they allotted for, because you tricked them by making them think your house was normally cleaner than it really is. And so if you are a slob, just admit it. Have your house cleaner come over while you are a slob and have them give you a price based on slobness, because that way they can give you a fair price. They can make an estimation of how much time it's actually going to take to clean your house. And that way at the end, they're not jacking the rates up on you, and they're not surprised and they don't go home frustrated and angry because now the house is in a different state than it was when they came to bid the job. So this goes back to, what are the bidding variables? There are lots of them. One of them is, how often do you want your house cleaned? Do you want your house cleaned monthly, weekly, or bi-weekly? Here's a secret for homeowners. If you have the house cleaner come on a weekly or a bi-weekly basis, it's going to cost you less money than if you only have it done once in a while or once a month, because you have all this buildup. Build up stuff in the bathroom, build up stuff in the laundry room, build up stuff in the kitchen, stuff that's built up in the bedrooms. There's dust everywhere. And it's almost like a whole house top to bottom cleaning as a deep clean every single month. And that's going to cost you a whole lot more money than if you just have them come regularly every week or bi-weekly and maintain your space. So you might think you're getting a savings by having them only come once a month, but you're not. It's actually less money if you have them come on a regular basis and maintain the work that they've done. Anyway, so those are some of the bidding variables, and I hope that helps in making a decision about hiring your next house cleaner. Anyway, that's my 2 cents for today, and until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.